Hey guys, Baden Redshaw here. Bade's one for the YouTubers that, or for the subscribers that have been subscribed to my YouTube channel for as long as you have been. I wanted to talk about a subject today: WWE 2K games. Now, in particular, I want to talk about 2K17. And I want to talk about how I think they can make the next game better than the last, because to be honest, the last few games weren't very good. At first you play the games and you think, yeah, wow, they've upgraded. This is really good. It's good in the gameplay style of things. When you're in a match and if you're online, if you're playing online, or if you're playing just in any game mode, I was always impressed with the gameplay, and I still am. I'm happy with it. I can have some pretty entertaining and decent matches. I tend to do a lot of live streams of this game on my channel, and I have done a lot of the universe mode playthroughs on my channel, and the people that do watch it are entertained by it, and yeah, they like to see what I can smash out with the gameplay and whatnot. And I have fun doing it. But you've got to admit, after a year of just having one game, playing the same game, for a year, because this is the only game WWE gives their audience once a year, So once we get this game, that's it. We don't get anything else. This is it, man. Like, this is the freaking thing that we have to put up with for the rest of the year. Now, 1 second. The 2K16 game itself, it's good to start off with. At first, a lot of people were impressed with my career. They were impressed with a lot of the game features. But as the year passes and you get to play the game a lot more, you realize there's a lot of flaws with it. And there's because when you're playing a game, you start to see certain things come to the front, and there's some real issues that shine through majorly when you're playing a game. You might not be intentionally studying the game, but you just tend to naturally pick up on things as you're playing a game for a full year straight. And this was just me, naturally picking up on issues, and I'm going to talk about those issues right now. The issue being, there is so much repetition with these games. Like, a lot of stuff gets repeated over and over and over again. There's a lot of repetitiveness with all of these games, and it's not just the fact that they're repeating themselves over and over. It feels like there's a lackluster laziness and a major lack of effort put into every single release of these games. And I've been making that complaint since pretty much the ending of the whole SmackDown versus Raw franchise, and the whole Road to WrestleMania thing. When that stopped, things went different, and things kind of went downhill for me. And they're trying to build themselves up. They're trying to give us some good stuff to play with, but at the same time, they're not really trying all that hard like they could be. Now, my biggest complaint is, with a game like wrestling, over the years, and this is like, even for the past sake, we got some pretty cool story modes. We got some pretty cool things like that. And then you get my career where they like to say that you have a lot of freedom and you get to do pretty much whatever you want. You get to feud with whoever you want. But the issue is repetitiveness. You need to attack someone at the entranceway every single month if you want to feud with them, and then have an interview with Renee Young after it saying if you want to be in a feud with them or not. And it sucks. It's boring. It's absolutely boring beyond all fucking belief. It bores the fuck out of me. And I find myself not wanting to play my career anymore because it's just so fucking shit. Just the repetitiveness, it's so bad. Like, a lot of people can't even finish the mode, and a lot of people haven't. I've not seen one YouTuber on YouTube play that game through till the end. A lot of people end it very early. Now me, I've not been playing the mode on YouTube, but I played it a long time, and I'm not going to end it because I want to get to the end and see if there's an actual proper ending match that you get or something, you know, if you stick with the 15-year trial process of, you know, having to endure this repetitiveness over and over and over again of just the same bullshit. I'm pretty sure WWE and WWE 2K knew that the fans wouldn't get to the end of the 15 years because they'd just be so fucking bored out of their brains. Like, who in their right mind sat down and thought, okay, this is going to be great for the fans. They're going to love to just attack someone on the entrance ramp over and over and over again and play a long, drawn-out 15-year process where they're feuding with some guy and facing them on 3 matches on Raw before they face the same person on pay-per-view, and The Rock and The Undertaker and all these other different stars are able to wrestle on Superstars and SmackDown on a weekly basis. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just, there's such a major lack of effort going into these games, and I've noticed it a shit ton over a lot of years, and a lot of people aren't, you know, they aren't gonna stand up and say, oh yeah, they're fucking up the games. A lot of people are just going to be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we'll just take it. But I've noticed with a lot of YouTubers that play these games and a lot of people that talk about it online, they're getting sick of it. They really are, and they're getting sick of having to play the same bullshit over and over with just a slight mini minor upgrade every year, you know. So you pretty much get the same bullshit garbage released to you over and over and over again, but with a slight little upgrade and a major downgrade every year. Because let's face it, we've lost a shit ton of match types over the years. We've lost a shit ton of great modes that we used to love, and a lot of people, you know, talk about these modes like, oh, I miss this mode, I want it to come back, and they don't give it back to us when we ask for it. We ask for, you know, Road to WrestleMania, they don't give it back to us. We ask for GM mode, they don't give it back to us. We ask for all these different modes, and they don't give it back, you know. Shouldn't the idea for a game be what the audience is asking for, give it to them? Like, why stick with the same boring repetitiveness over and over? And that's just my main freaking complaint with the 2K games, is there's too much repetitiveness. I love the games, don't get me wrong, I do, but at the same time I hate them with a passion because, you know, it's repetitive. So it's a love-hate relationship with me and these games because, you know, I play the freaking game all the time. I play 2K17 all the time because, you know, I do stuff on my channel and whatnot, and I do enjoy it. But at the same time, there's these issues that I'd really love to get fixed, and I'd really like to see these issues be fixed with the next game. Now, the mode I want to talk about in particular. 2K Showcase mode. It's not needed. It really isn't needed. Like, and I know people out there might hate on me for saying this, and I know some people might get annoyed, but why do we need to play a mode, a story mode, as a matter of fact, about stuff we've already seen on television and things we can easily just look up on the WWE network if we even wanted to? Like, why do I need to replay Stone Cold Steve Austin's career again? Why do I need to play DX's career again when I've already seen it on TV? Like, why not just give us something original? Give us some brand new content, a great story that we can all play through and just be like, yeah, that was awesome, man. That was just great. Can't wait for the next one. Instead, we're given something that we've already seen, which is, you know, the issue again, repetitiveness. We've already seen it. We've already, you know, if we wanted to relive certain matches from the past, we could easily just get the two characters we want, put them in exhibition mode, play it. It's that simple. Like, literally, it really is that simple. We don't need to have a showcase mode based on, you know, things we've already seen. And, you know, I might sound like a freaking raging, ranting dude at the moment, and I'm not. I'm just saying that I want certain things to be fixed up. Now, I'm not saying, hey, get rid of showcase mode completely, but if it takes a mode like showcase mode to have to take a back seat and, you know, be removed from the game to make some other things improve better, I'm all for it. Like, please get rid of showcase mode if that is going to be what gets you guys to work a bit harder on my career or Road to WrestleMania, whatever the hell you want to do. Like, universe mode, if you want to give that an upgrade too, because that the same boring cutscenes over and over again for the rivalries. Give us some new shit. Give us some new content. You know, do like a brand new overhaul of the game, like heaps of brand new content. Get rid of some of the old cutscenes. You know, you could keep them if you like, but I think people are just going to see it and be like, oh yeah, I remember that from like the last 7 games I played. Like, just get some new shit in there, and you know, the audience will be, and the gamers will be pretty happy. Anyway, that's just basically, this is just basically my rant / opinion on how to make the games better. Don't be so repetitive. Put your heart into it. Actually try your fucking hardest, because if you're calling the last 7 years of games that we've had, or however fucking long we've had to endure this bullshit for, if you're calling that trying, then come on. It's ridiculous. Like, why do we have to wait longer and wait even more longer to see if they're going to wise up and, you know, do what we want? Finally, just do what we want now, because a lot of people just aren't going to want to fucking buy the games if this shit just keeps up. You know, my brother used to play them all the time. He stopped because the games were too repetitive and he just hated it, and he was like, nah, fuck this shit. Me, I'm a long-time fan. I stick on the WWE game train, you know, like throughout its journey. So even if the game's going to be bullshit, I'm going to buy it because I support the WWE. That's me. It's like a family member, you know. Like, if you support your family, you know, stick with them through thin and thick and all this bullshit. So if they do something shit, you're still going to stick by them, aren't you? You know. Well, that's kind of what I'm like with the WWE. They can do some real shit sometimes, but you always stick with them because you know that at some point there's going to be gold there, you know, and you just, I fucking love the WWE. I love their games. I love everything like that. I've seen some great games they've made, like SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, 2007. You know, so many other games like SmackDown: Here Comes Pain. I think it was Just Bring as well. There's a few ones there that had some really cool backstage moments, you know, with you know, starting feuds backstage and roaming backstage, and great career mode. You know, there was even the Raw games, Raw #1 and Raw 2, and you know, there's a whole bunch of old Attitude Era, you know, veterans in there, like fucking Test and Triple H, and it was just really cool to play that. Like, it's just so retro and awesome, and you can, it's so funny because that had the whole attacking people from the entrance thing as well. So that game did it years ago before 2K did it now, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is new, this is fresh, but it wasn't really, because it was done so long ago in the Raw games. But yeah, anyway, I probably better stop going on. And yeah, so I'm just hoping 2K17 is a new, fresh, different game with a lot of improvements. I'm hoping and praying to Jesus in heaven that happens. Please let that happen. Please, 2K. Just, I don't know, is Vince the one behind the games? Is he saying, yeah, put this in, no, don't put that in, don't do that, do what I want? Because if Vince is doing that, then that sucks, because, you know, game developers know what gamers like, and I've heard a few people saying that game developers can't put certain things in the game if Vince doesn't want it in there, and if Vince is making us have watered down shitty games, you know, just because he wants certain things in there and he probably doesn't even play them himself, that would piss me off. But you know, a lot of people are saying, yeah, that is the issue, but at the same time, you never really know what the issue is until, you know, people say what it is. You know, there should just be a, you know, fucking do a Stone Cold podcast interview with the 2K game developers and get them to do a tell-all about the games and the fucking history of how it works and how they get it released and how, you know, they come up with certain modes and what is okayed and what is not okayed by the boss. Just do that. That'd be cool to see. I'm sure the viewers would be interested in that. Anyway, I'll see you all later. I'm going to be doing more episodes of the Bade Zone podcast show. You know, I've got some people kind of lined up at the moment. I've not actually got a set planned date for next for this week. I don't have anything planned for this week, so who knows? I might be having a week off. Who knows? I might be, I might not be. But if you're new here and you don't know about my podcast show, I basically interview well-known people, and you know, I've interviewed John Morrison. I've interviewed Mickey Gall from UFC. He's going to be facing CM Punk at UFC 203. I've interviewed a shit ton of people. Well, not a shit ton, but about 5 so far. Yeah, it's been all right. But yeah, I'm looking to get some more guests, make it a lot better, and you know, do some cool stuff. But at the moment, I've been kind of busy as well with filming a movie, The Thin Man sequel, actually, because I made the first one. That's getting released this year on DVD, iTunes, Amazon Prime, Vubiquity, all these other different platforms. So The Thin Man, The Curse is Here. The first movie is going to be released soon. I can't say when. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Soon. Okay, so keep your eyes on this channel, because very soon, very, very soon, you'll be hearing some things about the movie and the release. You know, I've talked to the guys that are releasing it at Parade Deck Films, and they've told me the date. I just cannot tell you all because they're announcing it soon. I guess I could say when they're announcing the release. No, I just can't say when it's released. I can say when they're announcing it, though. You're shaking your head. You don't think it's a good idea? Fuck it. All right, I'm not going to say it. Fuck it. I'm not going to say it. So they're going to release it at some point. There you go. How's that? And it's going to be soon. Really soon, actually. So I'm excited. It's happening this year, so don't worry. It's happening this year. That's what it's been said, that it's going to happen this year. You know, and I was told it's going to happen this year. So it's been put off for a long time by Parade Deck, and you know, it's tough when it's like that. You know, when your movie gets put back all the times. You know, I've had a lot of points from like, yeah, fuck this company, I want out, because it's been put on the shelf for so long, and now they've finally said to me, hey, this is the date, this is when it's all happening. We're announcing it in September. Okay, they're announcing it in September. They're announcing when it gets released in September. I fucked up there. But anyway, they're announcing when. They're announcing when it's going to be released in September. There's no set date on when they're announcing it. It's not releasing in September. They're just announcing when it's going to be released in September. So that's the announcement date. So that's a few months away. But it's getting released sometime this year anyway. And they will let people know that in September. I shouldn't be saying this, but I have said it. Fuck it, you know. It's not like it's going to go viral. It's, you know, hardly anyone's probably going to see this video. And I know you've seen it, but it's not like Michael is going to come on here and just look at the video and be like, wanting to watch my 2K17 rant for like, I don't know however long, and then at the end of it, have me plug my Thin Man movie and just be going on about the Thin Man for like however long I've been going on about it for. But anyway, this is live too, and I've got 0 viewers, so it doesn't matter. So that's going to be announced in September. Sequel is filming right now, like we're literally filming it right now, because we filmed the first one in 2015, and we signed the deal with them in August of last year, and now we're approaching August again, and I'm filming Thin Man 2. You know, so who knows? Maybe I'll just make Thin Man 2 and I'll send it their way. Maybe Parade Deck will want number 2. Maybe someone else will want number 2. I don't know. I'm just hoping number 1 does well and a lot of people buy it and they want to see it and they rent it and, you know, do all that sort of stuff. Because it would be great if, you know, a lot of people are getting their eyes on the product and checking it out. It'd be freaking awesome. It'd even be great if Netflix bought the movie, which would be really cool. Netflix, you know, buy some rights of Parade Deck or whatever. That'd be cool. You know, I know someone that is kind of linked in with Netflix. Maybe I could have a talk to Michael about it and, you know, see whatever the hell. But, you know, that's all still to be sorted out. I know at the moment they've got Amazon Prime, iTunes, DVD, etc., etc. So that, you know, that's that. Anyway, I'm going to head off because I've been babbling on for ages. So yeah, guys, we've got a original movie coming for the Thin Man, and we're making the sequel right now. So pretty much straight away, you know, you're going to get Thin Man, and then you're going to see that, and who knows, maybe the next year after, you'll straight bang get the sequel, and that'll be that. But thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, please do subscribe if you do like what you see and you want to hear more about my film and the podcast and everything like that. Do subscribe, and I'll keep you all up to date with everything to do with Bade and Redshaw and my creations. Anyway, thank you, and subscribe, right? Peace.